Well, hello YouTube. Here we are with an unboxing video. We could call this a big change if you really want. For the last, whatever it's been, 3-4 years, I've been using a certain editing software. I've gone through, well, I've been loyal to their brand, if you will. I've gone through 3 generations of their editing software. I tried to change a few years back when I had trouble with their editing software. However, the brand or type of software I changed to, I just didn't care for it. So of course I went and bought the new generation of their software and didn't quite care for it at first, but it grew on me and I went back and I've basically used their software now for the last 2 years. You know, full time, didn't even think about changing. Well, recently, I don't know if they've done changes to their system or quit sending out updates or support for that software, but I've been having trouble with it. So I went on down to the old great electronics retailer and decided to bite the big one and to change editing software companies, if you will, and brands altogether. Well, what did I buy? Well, if you look here, we have ourselves Sony Movie Studio Platinum version 12. This one here is the Platinum Suite. From what I understand, it has more features than just the plain Platinum. Now, of course, by the time you guys see this video, the new Platinum 13 will be out. This will be technically old software, but unfortunately, this was the only software that my electronics retailer in the town I live in could get. Now, basically, from my understanding, this used to be Sony Vegas, and the last version here, when they went from 10 to and the last version here from when they went from 11 to 12, they dropped the Vegas and just called it Sony Movie Suite, Sony Movie Studio Platinum Suite, you know. So let's take ourselves a tour of the box. Of course, you have your nice standard, you know, graphics on the back, kind of showing you what the screen, what to expect, what to look like, as well as various, you know, writing compatibility issues and system requirements that it takes, you know, operating systems and all that. On the inside cover, of course, you open it up, it tells you various audio, video features, stuff you can kind of make with this, changes you can do to your current videos, and you know, all that, right? With this software you can like create and burn a Blu-ray, so that's kind of sweet. I'm not sure how, you know, much Blu-rays I'm gonna burn, but at the same time, you know, it's always neat to have that capability. So of course, let's tear on into her. I'm not expecting to find anything out of the ordinary in here. Probably just a software disc as well as instruction booklet, you know, on the installation and other various features of, you know, the product, right? My old editing software used to actually give you a green screen and all that with their stuff, especially if you bought the upscale version instead of the low-end one. Ooh. Well, it looks like we got ourselves a pair of 3D glasses. You know, we got blue and you have red. That's pretty fancy. Well, you open up the cardboard flap here. You find yourself your Movie Studio Platinum Suite application disc. You find yourself your Movie Studio Platinum Suite bonus content disc. Of course, you find your content serial numbers and all that, which you'll need. Now, of course, I imagine some of these will be outdated by now because of the limited time offer and all that going on. As well as this one here, you have yourself another software serial numbers. So this other one here, the white one, was for the bonus content, and this here is for the actual software itself. Well, now that we've had a look on the inside contents of this here software, let's go and install it on the computer and have ourselves a first look at her. Okay guys, so for the installation process, we'll start with what I'm going to call as disc 1, the Movie Studio Platinum Suite application disc. So put it in the disk drive on your computer. Give her a close up, and once your system reads the disk, then I guess the process will start to begin. Okay, so of course now it asks you for permission to read the disk. You want to hit Run Setup EXE, and then it wants to ask you for permission to basically make changes to this computer. Pretty much, guys, this is just your standard setup that you've gone through for pretty much any other software. Then it starts to run the Movie Studio Platinum Suite. You got Install Movie Studio Platinum, View Instruction Manuals, Browse Disk, Choose Language, as well as Exit. So we're going to install Movie Studio Platinum. Once you've clicked on that, little spinner icon comes up. It's just accessing what she needs to, and then basically it'll go from there. Okay, so now the next screen it changes to, it asks you to choose your language. Looks like you have English, French, German, Japanese, Russian, and Spanish. So once you've chosen your language, then hit the next button. And of course you have your standard licensing terms that seems everything has nowadays. If you agree, hit agree. If you don't, then hit don't. Hit next, and go from there. So the next screen here says Movie Studio Platinum 12.0 Suite. Basically this is what you're wanting to install. If you weren't, you could uncheck one of these and then it wouldn't install it on your computer. If you want to make a desktop shortcut, check this box here and it'll install a little icon on your desktop to go from there. So hit install when you're ready, and basically away she goes. Okay, then it changes to the next screen. It says Movie Studio Platinum 12.0 Suite has been successfully installed. So you hit finish. And basically now the next one here says Movie Studio Suite Platinum 12.0 Installation Wizard. Hit next. So basically, guys, down here you see here in the corner you have a little icon right about in there. That's basically your new Studio Suite icon that you just installed. So what we'll do now is we'll exit out of this and then we'll install our bonus content. And pretty much it's the same process over again. You give it permission to run. And the next one here says install Isotope Vocal Eraser, install new Blue FX 3D titling and video effects, install Red Giant Magic Bullet Quick Tools, view instruction manual, browse disk, choose language. I clicked on install new Blue effects, 3D titling and video effects. Says please select the language. hit next. Now, of course, this is where your bonus content serial number would be in handy. So, of course, opening up that little white pamphlet, like I showed you there in the unboxing, enter your serial number in there, and then press next. And of course, once you've read all your licensing agreements, hit agree. And then basically, wham! It starts immediately the lines of code to do all the installation for all your effects there. 3D titles, transitions, and all that good stuff. It says here copying 3,188 items, 96.5 megabytes basically transferring onto your computer. With all this, keep in mind that there will be space requirements needed on your hard drive, so make sure your computer can handle all that before you throw it all at it. Then once she's done all that, hit next. And it says no new blue video FX for Sony Vegas. MSPPS has now been installed on your computer. Click Finish to close setup. So of course, now for the vocal eraser, select your language you want from the drop down menu. Again, you have German, English, Spanish, French, Italian, Japanese. Hit install, and then there you go. And looks like there you go, you've just installed Sony Vegas on your computer. So we'll exit out of that, go down here in our little box, little bubble. So we'll go down here in a little shortcut, click on that. Registration of Sony Movie Platinum 12 requires elevated privileges. If your user account does not have sufficient privileges, you'll be prompted to provide administrative credentials. After this step complete, Movie Studio 12 will register for all users. So of course, down here in the bottom of the screen here, there's the little shield that tells you you got to do something more. So hit next and hit yes. And of course, up here you have options for a trial version of Platinum 12, or if you have the serial number, you remember the black one that I showed you in the unboxing, enter that now. So after you've entered your code, hit next. It goes to a next screen. Please register within 30 days to activate Movie Studio Platinum 12. If you have access to the internet, registration is quick and easy. Gives you three options: register online, register from another computer, or register later. We'll click the box we want, which is register online, and hit next. And of course right here, it basically wants some information from you that you got to fill on out, and then we'll fill that on out, and basically we'll hit finish again. So basically once you fill that information out, there was a box to opt out from all their monthly newsletters and stuff they send you, and once you filled out all the information in the required fields correctly, then you're pretty much good to go. The next screen it goes to says thank you for registering Movie Studio Platinum 12. Hit OK. And then basically she starts to open. So basically guys, once she's all installed, good to go, you basically end up with a screen like this. This is your basic layout of all your editing areas here. For more information on this, of course, being this was just an installation video, check out the old YouTubes. I'm sure there's a pile of tutorials on how to edit on, Sony Vegas or, Sony Movie Studio 12, all that good stuff. But basically, guys, this has been an installation and a bit of a first look, if you will, at Sony Movie Studio Platinum Suite 12. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy. Version 12. Sony Movie Studio Platinum Suite version 12.